but I'm wiping the silver dust away. It's been a while since I played a song, but here in the rain I feel I belong. My coffee is warm in a ceramic cup. I'm smiling at steam as it's rising up. Cozy, everything's right in this little room where the daylight glows. I'm finding the peace that the garden knows. The floorboards hum like a happy heart. This is the place where the new dreams start. Dust on the piano, rain on the roof, I'm finding the magic. I am the proof, a melody waking under the white, turning the gray into gold. Joy of the water The pages are open, the edges are gold, a story of hope that is yet to be told. My fingers are dancing, brushing the dust. A song for the faith and a song for the trust. I finally play a bright middle C. It sounds like the best version of me. Dust on the piano, rain on the roof, I'm finding the magic. I am the proof, a melody waking under the white, turning the gray into golden light. Tap, tap, tapping on the wood and the tin, letting the joy of the golden leave. Now I will play, no longer I'll wait. The sky and the rain are my favorite day. One note for the laughter, two for the rain, washing away every shadow of pain. Dust on the piano, love on the roof, love and the magic. The world is hiding under a veil of white, losing the edges of the morning light. I'm walking slow where the pavement ends, where the city stops and the dream begins. My breath is a ghost in the silver air, searching for something that isn't there. The street lamps glow like dying stars, fading away like the sound of cars. I see a shape, or maybe a thought, a flicker of memory I almost caught. It's dancing just out of my reach, like a silent lesson I've yet to teach. Tracing shadows tracing shadows in the silver mist, in the silver mist. The air is heavy, the sky is low. A rhythm pulse in the city's flow. The hem of my jeans is a darker blue. Soaked with the morning, soaked with the dew. I'm not in a hurry, I'm not in a rush. Just listening to the world in a velvet hush. The wooden bench is too wet to stay, but I love the way the colors turn to gray. The scent of the earth is rising up high. Between the wet pavement and the heavy sky, my old leather shoes make a rhythmic sound, tapping the beat on the sodden ground. Everything is a little down today, but I wouldn't have it any other way. The moss on the wall, the mist in the park, a soft kind of glow before it gets dark. Watercolors bleeding on a paper soul, letting the quietness take control. The mailbox is dripping, the garden is bowed, safe in the shadow of a wandering cloud. There's a comfort in knowing that things can be slow. The seeds in the mud are starting to grow. I fold my umbrella and feel the light spray, finding the beauty in a saturated day. Everything is a little down today, but I wouldn't have it any other way. The moss on the wall, the mist in the park, a soft kind of glow before it gets dark. Watercolors bleeding on a paper soul, letting the quietness take control. Not quite drowning, just holding the rain, washing the dust from the window pane. It's okay to be heavy, it's okay to be still, until the sun climbs over the hill. Everything is a little damp, walking through the silver spray. The blankets wrapped around me like a hug, a tiny world upon the braided rug. The steam is curling, drifting to the light. The afternoon is soft and silver bright. I'm watching clouds go drifting in the blue, with nothing in the world I have to do. I hold the mug and feel the porcelain glow, watching the garden as the flowers grow. The clock is ticking, steady and so kind, leaving the noisy world so far behind. A favorite book is open on my knee. The perfect afternoon for rain and me. My tea is getting cold with the sky as the peaceful hours wander by. I don't mind the chill, I don't mind the rain. I'm safe and sound behind the window pane. It's a quiet kind of magic, don't you know? Just watching how the silver shadows grow. Puddles form upon the quiet street. The birds are hiding in the leafy green. The loveliest day that I have ever seen. I'll let the tea sit, I'll let the time fly, just breathing with the rhythm of the sky. My tea is getting cold with the sky as the peaceful hours wander by. I don't mind the chill, I don't mind the rain. I'm safe and sound behind the window pane. It's a quiet kind of magic, don't you know? Just watching how the silver shadows grow. If time could stay this way, I'd be okay in the blue and silver of a rainy day. No need for sunlight, no need for the heat. This moment here is bittersweet and sweet. Cold with the sky, warm in my soul. Cold with the sky. The skyscrapers are leaning on the clouds, away from the traffic and the busy crowds. The neon signs are bleeding in the street, a rainbow puddle underneath my feet. The sharpest corners start to fade away in the velvet blue of a rainy day. The traffic lights are glowing like a dream, reflected in a slow and silver stream. No more hurry, no more jagged lines, just the way the wet pavement shines. The city's breathing deep and very slow. Underneath the street lamps amber glow. Oh, the soft edges of the city tonight, washing the world in a hazy light. Everything's blurry, everything's sweet. I took a pen to write a line or two about the sky and how it reminds me of you. But a stray drop fell upon the open white, a tiny star in the middle of the night. The letters started moving on their own, like a secret garden that I've never known. The edges soften, the blue begins to spread, changing every word that I might have said. It's a beautiful mess, a tangled kind of grace, losing its shape in this quiet, rainy space. Like blue ink on wet paper, drifting slow, watching the feelings and the colors glow. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be plain, just a heart wide open in the falling rain. Gently things blurring, but in is still light. I let the page drink up the pouring sky, watching the afternoon wander by. Sometimes the story tells itself this way, in the shades of indigo and dusty gray. No more lines to follow, no more rules to keep, just a peaceful rhythm, calm and very deep. Like blue ink on wet paper, drifting slow, watching the feelings and the colors go. It doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be plain, just a heart wide open in the falling rain. Everything's blurring, but it feels so right. Let it be, and you can't escape. Let it bleed, let it run, let it find its way. The rain has so much more than I could say. A poem without words, a song without a key, just the blue ink flowing wild and free. Blue ink on wet paper. I'm leaning my head on the cold glass pane, counting the lines of the falling rain. Everything's quiet, the world is at rest, safe in the silence I love the best. One drop here and another one there, floating through the cool and heavy air. There's a space in between where the air feels new, a hollow moment that I'm passing through. It's not quite a storm, just a riving sigh under the curve of a charcoal sky. I'm finding the peace in the gaps of the sound, where the quietness is finally found. All the distance between raindrops tonight, measuring the dark and the silver light. A tiny little world in every fall, but it's the space in between that says it all. Just breathe with the rhythm, just let it be, in the distance between raindrops and me. means too much. Just our heartbeats pause in the middle of the rain, washing the dust from the window pane. It's a beautiful thing how the world can be slow, watching where the shadows and the water go. Oh, the distance between raindrops tonight, measuring the dark and the silver light. A tiny little world in every fall, but it's the space in between that says it all. Just breathe with the rhythm, just let it be. In the distance between raindrops and me, it's in the pause, it's in the wait, between the clouds and the garden gate. The music is hiding in the empty space, leaving a smile upon my face. Distance between falling so slow. The shadows are stretching across the floor, a golden light through the half-open door. The city is distant, a muffled sound, while the dust motes dance and swirl around. It's a heavy kind of peace, a quiet weight, watching the day as it's getting late. The refrigerator buzzes a lonely tune in the sleepy pulse of the afternoon. The tea is forgotten, the book is closed, while the garden outside is deeply dozed. Every little sound is a part of the song, where the minutes are beautiful, slow and long. Oh, the low hum of the afternoon, a hazy, lazy silver tune. Nothing to fix and nowhere to be, just the quietness surrounding me. Let the world spin on, I'll stay right here, with the softest music in my ear. A distant car on a rain-soaked street, the heart a steady beat. Everything's blurry, everything's kind, leaving the noisy thoughts behind. It's the sound of the silence, deep and wide, with a peaceful feeling tucked inside. Oh, the low hum of the afternoon, a hazy, lazy silver tune. Nothing to fix and nowhere to be, just the quietness surrounding me. Let the world spin on, I'll stay right here, with the softest music in my ear. It's in the walls, it's in the trees, a secret whispered on the breeze. Not a word is spoken, not a note is loud, just the drifting shadow of a lonely cloud. Low hum of the day. watching the street lights blink. The city's tired, the day is done, hiding away from the morning sun. I'm sitting here by the window frame, watching the droplets call your name. One by one they fall and they slide, while I'm safe and warm on the inside. Out in the dark where the shadows play, a single light is struggling to stay. It flickers once, then it shines so bright, a lonely diamond in the middle of the night. It's a ribbon pulse, a quiet beat, a golden heart on an empty street. Watching the street lights blink so slow, while the silver river's down below, tracing the path of a rainy dream. Everything's softer than it would seem, just a steady breath in the cool night air, finding the peace that's hiding there. The colors are bleeding orange and blue, painting a picture of something new. I don't need the sun, I don't need the day. I like the way the shadows sway. The blink of the light is a lullaby under the heavy velvet sky. Watching the street lights blink so slow, while the silver river's down below, tracing the path of a rainy dream. Everything's softer than it would seem, just a steady breath in the cool night air, finding the peace that's hiding there. Drums need to flicker out, it's okay to be dim. The world is a cup filled up to the brim. It's the quiet magic of a rainy night, waiting for the stars to catch the light. Watching them blink in the velvet dark. I wrote a line, then I paused for a while, thinking of the way you used to smile. But the ink is still, the page is white, in the middle of this rainy night. 1,000 words are floating in the air, but I can't find them anywhere. The comma sits like a lonely tear, waiting for the words that won't appear. The period is far, so far away, like everything I meant to say. It's a quiet kind of silver mess, a heart that's trying to confess. Oh, these unfinished sentences in the rain, washing away the shadow of the pain we word that's yours, a word that's mine. But the steam dissolves and the letters run before the sentence has even begun. Maybe the silence says much more than any speech we've made before. Oh, these unfinished sentences in the rain, washing away the shadow of the pain. We don't need a full stop, we don't need an end, just the way the broken phrases bend. Let the echoes linger, let the story stay in the beautiful things we didn't say. Open endings, wide and deep, like the secrets that the raindrops keep. No final word, no closing door, just the end and nothing more. Waiting in a nest, static and rain. The dial is stuck between the stations now. A distant song is playing, I don't know how. It's a grainy sound from a different time, mixing with the rain in a perfect rhyme. I'm leaning back with my eyes shut tight in the fuzzy glow of the dashboard light. The world outside is a blurry gray, washing all the heavy thoughts away. The static whispers like a secret friend, a story with a middle but without an end. It's a comforting hum, it's a steady beat, while the water dances on the empty street. Oh, it's just the static and the rain tonight. Everything feels blurry but everything's right. Tuning out the noise of the busy world, watching how the silver clouds get uncurled. Lost in the frequency, a million little promises I wanna keep. The signal fades and then it comes back strong, like I've known this melody all along. It's not quite clear and it's not quite loud, just a silver lining on a heavy cloud. I'm drifting slow in the analog sea, where the static and the rain are keeping company. Oh, it's just the static and the rain tonight. Everything feels blurry but everything's right. Tuning out the noise of the busy world, watching how the silver clouds get uncurled. Lost in the frequency, a million little promises I wanna keep. White noise blooming like a winter flower, finding static and rain on the grave. The walls are soft, the ceiling is high. The color of a winter sky. I'm lying still upon the floor, watching shadows crawl beneath the door. Gravity is just a word I used to know, as I feel the world begin to let me go. The dust is drifting in a silver beam, like a fragment of a half-forgotten dream. No furniture to hold the heavy air, just the quietness that's resting everywhere. I'm weightless now, I'm lifting off the ground in the middle of the silence I have found. Oh, I'm floating in a grey room tonight, safe away from all the harsh and heavy light. Everything is misty, everything is slow. Nowhere that I really have to go, just a ghost of a feeling light and free, floating in the grey room, just me, just me. The rain is tapping on the hidden glass, watching all the lonely hours pass. I'm a cloud within a box of slate and stone, but I've never felt so peaceful all alone. The corners melt into a hazy blue as the quiet gray comes washing over too. I'm floating in a grey room tonight, safe away from all the harsh and heavy light. Everything is misty, everything is slow. Nowhere that I really have to go, just a ghost of a feeling light and free, floating in the grey room, just me. The grey room, just me. Feel me. No more edges, no more solid lines, just the way the silver water shines. Let me stay here in the hollow and the deep, where the secrets of the rainy day can sleep. Floating in the grey, drifting far away. The sun is hiding in a quilted sky, watching as the purple smoke drifts by. The world below is losing all its glare, wrapped inside the softness of the air. It's like a blanket made of silver thread, smoothing out the worried thoughts inside my head. The edges of the day are blurring out, fading every shadow, every doubt. The mountains disappear in folds Oh, we're under velvet clouds tonight, holding in the soft and muffled light. Everything is quiet, everything is deep, like the world is falling into gentle sleep. Just a heavy softness in the air, finding comfort in the silence everywhere. A single raindrop falls from way up high, a message from the velvet in the sky. It doesn't break the peace, it doesn't leave a scar. It just reminds me exactly where we are, safe and sound beneath the heavy blue, in a world that feels entirely new. Oh, we're under velvet clouds tonight, holding in the soft and muffled light. Everything is quiet, everything is deep, like the world is falling into gentle sleep. Just a heavy softness in the air, finding comfort in the silence everywhere. Let the ceiling lower, let the mist come down, like a heavy velvet curtain on the town. No more looking back, no more looking far, just staying here exactly where we are. A slow leak of light, on a slow day, but through a small tear there's a tiny white spark. A slow leak of light is beginning to show, painting the dust in a pale golden glow. It's crawling so quiet across the old floor, coming from somewhere behind a closed door. The shadows are shifting, they're turning to gray, washing the edges of midnight away. I'm watching the particles dance in the air, finding the beauty that's always been there. It doesn't take much to change how I feel, just a sliver of sun to make everything real. Oh, a slow leak of light in the rain, touching the glass on my window pane. It's not a flood, it's not a bright fire, just a soft melody climbing up higher. Small but it's steady, quiet but true. A slow leak of light that is leading me through. The garden is drinking the silver and blue, waiting for something to break on through. And there it is now, on the leaf of a rose, a drop of the sun that the heavy sky throws. It's a quiet promise, it's a gentle sign that the world is okay, and I'm doing fine. Oh, slowly gliding the rain, touching the glass on my window pane. It's not a flood, it's not a bright fire, just a soft melody climbing up higher. Small but it's steady, quiet but true. A slow leak of light that is leading me through. Let it drip, let it drop, let it find the way in, where the shadows end and the stories begin. One little beam is enough for today to chase all the heavy-eyed ghosts far away. A slow leak of light, brightening the room. The city lights are blooming like a garden of gold, a story in the making that is yet to be told. I'm squinting at the distance where the colors all run, like the fading memory of a summer sun. The sharp edges soften, the world starts to blur in the quietest moment that ever occurred. The raindrops on the window are crystals tonight, bending and breaking the neon blue light. I don't need to see every line, every face I like, the way the shadows take up all the space. It's a beautiful haze, a dream in the air, without a single worry or a single care. Everything's slightly out of focus right now, and I'm finding my peace in the middle somehow. No jagged corners, no cold silver steel, just the way that the softest of moments can feel. Let the world be a painting that's yet to dry, under the curve of the indigo sky. The signs in the street are just patches of red, washing the noise from the thoughts in my head. If I don't look too closely, the pain goes away in the blurry transition from the night to the day. I'm drifting through watercolor light and so free, in a world that is hazy as far as I see. Everything's slightly out of focus right now, and I'm finding my peace in the middle somehow. No jagged corners, no cold silver steel, just the way that the softest of moments can feel. Let the world be a painting that's yet to dry, under the curve of the indigo sky. Clear is for mornings and clear is for truth, but blurry is for dreaming and the ghost of my youth. Let it stay hazy, let it stay wide, with nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. Breath on the cold glass. The winter's knocking at the edge of my frame, but I'm inside, whispering your name. I lean in close till the world disappears behind the mist of 1,000 years. A single breath and the window turns white. Hide in the shadows of the lonely night. I trace a circle with the tip of my hand, a tiny island in a frozen land. Through the clear spot I can see the street where the rain and the frozen puddles meet. It's a fragile screen so thin and so cold, keeping the secrets that will never be told. Oh, just my breath on the cold glass pane, watching the world dissolve in the rain. A foggy window and a quiet heart, waiting for a brand new day to start. Everything's muffled, everything's still, resting my chin on the windowsill. It begins to clear like a memory that's trying to disappear. But I'll breathe again and I'll make it stay. A silver curtain for a rainy day. No need to see what is waiting outside when there's so much beauty for me to hide. Oh, just my breath on the cold glass pane, watching the world dissolve in the rain. A foggy window and a quiet heart, waiting for a brand new day to start. Everything's muffled, everything's still, resting my chin on the windowsill. It's cold on the other, like the deep silence between one and another. Just a thin layer of glass in between the life that I live and the one that I've seen. Breath on the glass. So slow. The radio is humming a broken tune under the light of a paper moon. A silver hiss between the words, like the distant wings of ghosts like birds. I'm listening close to the empty space, finding a path sacred frequency low and sweet, making the silence feel complete. Oh, underneath the static tonight, everything's hidden from the bright light. A world of whispers, a world of gray, washing the noise of the world away. Just a heartbeat pulse and a grainy sigh under the curve of the rainy sky. The signal drifts and it starts to roam, finding a way to lead me home. It doesn't need to be clear or loud to pull me up through the heavy cloud. I'm sinking deep in the analog sea, where the static is keeping company with me. Oh, underneath the static tonight, everything's hidden from the bright light. A world of whispers, a world of gray, washing the noise of the world away. Just a heartbeat pulse and a grainy sigh under the curve of the rainy sky. Not quite music, not quite speech, just a feeling that's within my reach. Let the lines blur, let the signal fail inside this beautiful silver veil. Underneath the static, lost in the One small click in the hollow hole, watching the raindrops climb and fall. The pendulum swings like a heavy heart, keeping the minutes and hours apart. Outside the window the clouds are low, with nowhere to hurry and nowhere to go. The silver gray is coming down, wrapping its arms around the town. The dust on the shelf is a layer of time, a silent story, a wordless rhyme. I'm sitting still in the velvet chair, breathing the cool and the quiet air. Ticking clock and the falling sky, watching the peaceful world go by. The seconds are slow, the water is deep. I promise the rainy afternoon will keep. Everything's heavy, everything's right. In the soft transition of the light, the kettle is cold, the shadows are long, listening to the rain's repetitive song. It doesn't feel lonely, it doesn't feel strange to watch how the colors of the evening change. I'm a part of the rhythm, a part of the weight, safe inside the garden of my fate. Ticking clock and the falling sky, watching the peaceful world go by. The seconds are slow, the water is deep. I promise watercolors in the tray. Under the weight of a weeping sky, I poured the colors in the porcelain sink, watching them swirl and watching them blink. A river of indigo, a stream of red, leaving the thoughts that were in my head. They're moving slow towards the edge of the dark, fading away like a dying spark, through the silver pipes and the hidden veins, mixed with the rhythm of the evening rains. Beautiful ghosts in a watery run, everything I've painted and everything I've done. Oh, watercolors in the drain tonight, washing away in the pale moonlight. No more lines to keep, no more shapes to hold, watching the silver and the blue unfold. It's a quiet goodbye, it's a beautiful mess, letting go of the world, I must confess. The stains on the paper are starting to fade, like a memory lost in a deeper shade. But there's a peace in the way they go, in the steady pulse of the water's flow. Empty and clean, like the air after rain, softening the edges of the old disdain. Oh, watercolors in the drain tonight, washing away in the pale moonlight. No more lines to keep, no more shapes to hold, watching the silver and the blue unfold. It's a quiet goodbye, it's a beautiful mess, letting go of the world, I must confess. Don't try to catch them, don't try to stay, just let the colors all bleed away into the hollow, into the deep, where the secrets of the city sleep. In the rain, in the rain. The window is the border, the glass is the wall, between my tiny kitchen and the waterfall. The tea is steaming softly in a ceramic cup, while the heavy gray clouds are filling it up. I'm safe in the center of a quiet storm, in a little wooden house that is dry and warm. The thunder is a giant walking through the street, but here it's just a vibration beneath my feet. The garden's an ocean, the driveway's a lake, but I'm counting every breath that I slowly take. My book is a country where the sun always shines, while the water is erasing all the city lines. Oh, it's a small world and a big rain tonight, holding on to every little is all the sun I need to follow where the stories and the shadows lead. The world outside is vast and it's cold and it's wide, but it can't find a way to the peace I have inside. It's a beautiful thing to be small and be still, while the clouds are dancing on the edge of the hill. Oh, it's a small world in a big rain tonight, holding on to every little flicker of light. Let the thunder roll, let the rivers rise. I've got the whole universe behind my eyes, safe and sound in the hollow of the day, while the big, big rain washes everything away.